Deals Direct is an established online pure-play department store, focusing wholly and solely on the Australian market. We do the full end-to-end solution, including shipment and distribution from our centralised distribution centre in Sydney's western suburbs. Well, we sell everything around the whole home, family and lifestyle verticals. So our demographic is a mum with 2 kids. There's 23 key categories from outdoor furniture to toys to baby to watches to consumer electronics and everything you need for the home and for the family and to have a good time in this lovely climate. Well, we started really small, just a couple of guys, Mike Rosenbaum and myself, my business partner. We still work together today. We launched on eBay, sort of more hobbyist approach. That moved quite quickly into a business model, and our customers started really asking for a fixed price solution, and increasingly the growth was driven by that. So with a handful of customers, we've now serviced over 1.5 million Australian shoppers, and we have a database of close to 1 million shoppers between our 3 brands. Well, it's been terrific. I mean, it hasn't been an overnight success because we've been at this for a reasonable amount of time, but the growth has been absolutely enormous. 30% growth year on year. And that looks set to continue, perhaps even escalate. So some very exciting times. Well, the expansion's been dramatic. We moved to fixed price with Deals Direct in 2004. We started ranging sort of a dozen products. We now stock over 8,000 products in our distribution centre. And we've launched over the last year 2 new verticals. One is called Deal Me, which is essentially in the group buying space. And recently launched Supermarket Deals, which is non-perishable hard goods and grocery items shipped straight to the end user. Well, it's been a thrilling journey, a really exciting journey, which, as I said, even though I'm not the youngest guy around, it just feels like it's set to continue. So it really feels like every year brings a new chapter and a new opportunity and fresh prospects. We certainly know that price is important, but it's not everything. We know that convenience, our customers tell us convenience is very important. In these time-poor days, I mean, certainly, the convenience of home delivery, bringing the shop to you rather than making you go to the shops is a very powerful driver. And they're really looking for for range and variety, so the choice keeps coming up as an important driver too. We know that the strong Australian dollar is forcing customers to look at online opportunities, particularly from offshore. We also know that in the times we live in, frugal is most certainly the new cool. So people are shopping for value. Let's not forget convenience as well. I mean, people are time poor, so the home delivery model is really coming of age. Well, I think the old adage, retail's detail, always seems to come up. That's an old saying that traditional retailers have used for decades. But that is true. I mean, good retail is really about focusing on the detail. And good end-to-end retail implies that you have to cover every end of the retail experience, not just the website. It's got to be the delivery. And it's not just the delivery, it's got to be the customer connection and engagement, the customer service experience, quality of product. There's an enormous amount of detail in retail, but that's part of the excitement of it. And one of the phrases I've often used, which has resonated with a lot of people over the years, is a lovely term. I don't know where I picked it up. Perfection's the enemy of the good enough. So I think maybe it's a philosophical term, but I think in this space, you have to get into the game, and I think the danger is too much rumination. So finding the middle ground between, of course, doing your planning and giving consideration to your approach, but also not getting bogged down in too much of that fine detail. I think it's a process of launching or implementing and then polishing the diamond over time. Retail's here to stay. That's the good news in all its forms. And of course, increasingly, we're hearing people talk about multi-channel retail. So if you're an offline retailer, don't panic. You've got your collateral, you've got your assets, your stores, your brand position, but bring the consumer direct offer to your customers. I mean, increasingly, the message from customers is, connect with us as many ways as possible. Someone called it the splinter net the other day, which I think is a lovely term. Customers are shopping through different channels. And you need to really give the customers the choice. So we know that mobile commerce is one of the fastest growing channels, really exciting opportunity there. We certainly know that e-commerce or the consumer direct model fueled by the internet is a very powerful model. We know that customers still go to shops and stores. People like to, whether shopping's done offline or online through connected technologies, it's best done socially. People like to connect. So, to me, this is a revolution in one way, but it isn't in the other. It's just really taking what we've got, making sure that they've got choice, they've got variety, and they're being looked after. Well, small businesses in Australia have an unprecedented opportunities to start new businesses at a very low cost base and a very low risk cyberspace and the online opportunity that it brings are providing people right around Australia, both regional and metropolitan, the opportunity to open up exciting businesses and products and experiences. So this is a wonderful and unprecedented opportunity for entrepreneurs to really explore this new and dynamic space. So have a go. Really, it's a good time to have a crack at it. Have a good start. Perfection's the enemy of the good enough. We all like planning, and I'm fully in support planning and strategy. But kick it off, have a go, and you can perfect the model and you can make the changes as you go. I guess the other good piece of advice is find good people around you who can work with you. I'm a real fan of partnerships. I've got a partnership that's 10 years now and still going strong. So that if I can do it, anyone can do it. So get on with it.